So today we are going to learn next topic of our chapter number 3, that is demand. Name of the topic is on a textbook page number 24 page. This topic is given point number 3.6, expansion and contraction of demand. So what does it mean by expansion and contraction? I already wrote the graph regarding this topic, but this graph and the schedule, this is our price of the commodity, this is demand. So this is one combination, 2, 3, 4, 5. This combination is same as law of demand schedule, and this graph is very much similar to the law of demand graph. But what is the meaning of this particular expansion and contraction? So we are going to learn line by line as per your textbook. Please open your textbook and open page number 24, point number 3.6. It is clearly written, when other determinants are assumed to remain constant and price is varied. So it is clearly stated that all other determinants, as we have already learned in previous lecture, must be constant. Income, demographic profile, population, price of related goods, substitute and complementary both. All these other determinants must remain permanent or fixed, and price will be varied, means price can change. So there is we can see in the schedule there is a change in price, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, there are different prices, and according to this, highest price there is a lowest demand, and lowest price there is a highest demand, is shown by this schedule. And same, there is a representation at lowest price. This is the price given in your textbook. This is price. If price is 1 rupees, demand will be 5 units. These are units, and these are rupees. So if 1 rupees price is there, demand will be 5 units. Whenever price increases, 1 to 2, demand decreases, 5 to 4. Same thing is given in the law of demand. So what is happening? There is a expansion and contraction of demand. When there is a change in price and demand increase and decrease, that increase decrease due to change in price is called expansion and contraction. So it is connected. Expansion and contraction is connected with the price determinant. So what is they are explaining? When price falls, keeping other determinants constant. When price falls, as you can see, when price 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, keeping other determinants fixed, constant, then there is expansion. As we can see, when there is a 3 price, there is a 3 demand. 3 rupees price having 3 units of demand. As and when price decreases, 3 to 2, 2 to 1, demand of the unit increases, means demand curve will flow downwards, and the same is known as expansion, because demand curve has expanded from 0 to expansion, rightwards. This rightward shift is known as expansion on the same demand curve. Demand curve is, there is one and only demand curve given in our graph. The same movement is happening on same demand curve. From 3 units it is moving towards the downwards up to 4, and then it is 5. So whenever price decrease, there is expansion. But what happens when price raise? So it is given here. When price raise, when other determinants do not change, then there is a contraction. What does it mean by contraction? Contraction means suppression. So what is happening? You can see here. Whenever price raise 3 to 4, 4 to 5, demand for the same is 3 to 2, 2 to 1 unit. So on demand curve is moving upward, left side, but on demand line x-axis we can see that it is contracting towards 0, 3 to 0. So this movement is known as contraction. So that's why it is called contraction and expansion. Movement from 0 on the same demand curve. This is moving towards left side, contraction is moving towards left side, and expansion is moving towards right side. So same thing is explained under this particular topic. Now, page number 25. Turn over the next page. What are they saying? In the above schedule, suppose there is this is explanation of graph. I am reading out. You must follow it line by line. In the above schedule, suppose initial price is 3. Initial price is 3. Say for example, then the initial demand is 3 units, which is seen in point A. We can see here on the point A. So this will become our point A. Now what is happening further? When price falls to 1 rupees, when price is falling to 1 rupees, what is happening right now? Demand expands 5 units. Demand is expanding from 3 units to 5 units. Fine. Which is shown at point C. Here we have already written point C. So from A to C, this movement is called expansion of demand curve, because the same demand curve is expanding from A to C, from 3 unit to 5 unit. Then it is said the movement from point A to C on the demand curve dB. Here I mentioned the demand curve name, that is dB, is called expansion of the demand. So this movement is called expansion of demand. Now from the initial point A, now come on the initial point A, if price raise from 3 to 5, price is raising from 3 to 5. Now what is happening? Demand contracts from 3 units to 1 unit. Demand is contracting from 3 units to 1 unit. So demand is contracting, and this movement can be seen from point A to point B. And here it is mentioned clearly, which is shown at point B. The movement from the point A to point B on the same demand curve dB is called contraction of the demand. So here important one is on the same demand curve. All this procedure is happening on the single demand curve DD. So it is important one. In a way, expansion and contraction of our demand occur on the same demand curve. So it is most important and you must underline it. Expansion is drawn downwards movement and on the same demand. Expansion is downward movement on the same demand curve, and contraction is the upward movement on the same demand curve DD. So this is the expression of the expansion and contraction of demand curve as given in your textbook. So next topic is increase and decrease in demand. So this is very much different than as you can see in the graphical representation. It is much more different than the contraction and expansion in demand. In contraction and expansion, price is changing, and that's why demand is increasing and decreasing. And here price is constant, means price is same, and other determinants might be variable. So what does it mean? If price is same and income increase, then there will be increase in demand. If price is the same but taste and preference changes from the goods towards other goods, then demand will decrease. So here price will remain constant and other variables, other determinants become variable. So what is there here? Textbook page number 25. We are reading line by line. When one factor or some other factors other than price in favor of demand of the goods, then there is increase in the demand, which is caused rightward shift, and the demand when price remain constant and there is increase in demand, so it is called rightward shift. It is also known as increase in demand. When price remain constant and factor affecting demand other than price are in favor of demand, means it is supporting the demand, then there will be rightward shift of demand curve. Whole demand curve is changed its place from this particular point to rightward shift, and new demand curve will be formed. As you can see here, we have D1 demand curve and here we have D3 demand curve. So almost all new demand curve will be formed when price remain constant and other factors are variable. And opposite will be the case. Leftward shift will be there and it is called decrease in demand. In earlier concept we have learned contraction. This one towards left side it is contraction and towards right side it is expansion. But it will happen on the same demand curve. And here there is a new demand curve will be formed. So it is called rightward shift of demand curve and leftward shift of demand curve. Increase in demand and decrease in demand. So it is explained like this in your textbook. If this factor change against the demand, then at the same price demand decrease as the entire demand curve shifts to the left. Hence increase and decrease in demand is caused by determinant other than price. And all that we have to determine we have learned in the previous lectures. And what is explained under the graph given on your textbook page number 20, why it is small explanation regarding this graph is here. In the above schedule and diagram, this is schedule, this is diagram, initial demand curve D1, this is initial demand curve D1, where the price of rupees 3, price is constant, rupees 3, price is not changing at all. Demand is 3 units. Here we can see that demand is 3 units. This is shown on the point A. Here we can write point A on D1. When the price remains constant rupees 3, one or some of the other factors change in favor of demand, then the demand curve shifts to the right and become D3 demand curve, where the demand increase to 5 units. Price remains constant, and though there will be increase in units of the demand, then it will cause a new demand curve to present. And in the second paragraph, from the initial point A, D1, now if one or some other factor change against the demand, then the demand curve shifts to the left, that is D2 demand curve, where D2 demand curve, and the demand decrease from 3 to 1 unit. Demand is decreasing from 3 to 1 units. As we can see in the graph, this is depicted at the point B. Here point B, here is point C. Thus, increase or decrease in the demand is seen from the map of more than one demand curve. If there is more than one demand curve present in one demand curve, it is called map of demand curve. You must underline the particular word map of demand curve. If there is a more than one demand curve in a single graph, then it is called map of a demand curve. Seen from the map of more than one demand curve, a rightward shift means D1 to D3 of the demand curve shown the increase in the demand, and leftward shift from D1 to D2 shows the decrease in the demand, as we have already discussed. So, this is our topic, my friends, today. Thank you very much.